Good afternoon. My name is Desiree Caulfield. I'm the Economic Development Manager for the Comptroller's Office. I'm just going to talk for a few minutes with a basic kind of general overview of the JETI program. The Jobs, Energy, Technology, and Innovation Act was created in 2023 with the passage of House Bill 5. The bill was drafted to encourage large-scale economic development in Texas that, in the absence of the incentive, would likely locate in another state or nation. JETI kind of replaces the Chapter 313 program, which a lot of people are familiar with because it was around for a very long time and it expired, and JETI was kind of the replacement the legislature put in there. It's a relatively new program. The first application was received in February of 2024. And this map's already a little bit outdated, but as of September 1 of this year, there were 17 active projects. I believe we are at 16 now. 10 projects have received positive recommendations and 4 have executed agreements. We're actually at 5 executed now. 12 projects are eligible as manufacturing facilities and 5 are eligible as development of natural resources, oil and gas. The map that you can see there depicts projects with executed agreements in red, recommended projects in blue, and projects under review in yellow. And you can see most of them are located around the Gulf Coast area. The general program overview, much like 313, JETI provides a 10-year limitation on school district maintenance and operations, M&O, tax appraised value pursuant to statutorily mandated job creation and investment minimums. Unlike 313, JETI limitations are a flat 50% of the property market value for the tax year, or if the property's project boundary is completely located in a qualified opportunity zone, then it's 25% of the property market value for the tax year. The JETI eligibility categories are based on NAICS codes, and the project must fall within one of the below prescribed NAICS industries. They're manufacturing, utility services, development of natural resources, agriculture, and oil and gas, research and development, and critical infrastructure. I do want to add here that we get a lot of questions on this, and data centers are not eligible for the JETI program. They do not fall within one of those ranges. All eligible property must be used in conjunction with the project NAICS code, and only one NAICS code is permitted per application. Eligible property investment may not include the cost of land or inventory. The job and wage requirements for the program. The JETI requirements are scaled on county population where the project is located. And we have a little chart there for you. The job and investment minimums, it's 99, just under 100,000, all the way up to 750 or more for the county population. And if a project's in multiple counties, you're going to be able to use the smaller county. Required jobs scale from 10 all the way up to 75. And the required investment scales from 20 million up to 200 million. So it is a relatively large CapEx program. Electric generation projects are exempt from the job requirements, but they are not exempt from the wage requirements. JETI, unlike 313, does not allow for job waivers, so you've got to hit those required jobs. Required minimum wage calculations a little bit complicated. We have a very detailed guide on our website, so you can go back and look at that. But it requires 110% of the county average wage for all project jobs in the project NAICS. And it's based on QCEW, TWC wages, but it basically is for the NAICS, you go 6-digit. If the data is not available, you have to go down to 5-digit. If the data is not available, you go down to 4-digit. And then you repeat the cycle all over again if it's not available based on the WDA data. And then finally, if that's not available, the statewide data. And again, it's a little complicated, but there's a very detailed walkthrough on our website. And another thing that's a little different from 313 is the compelling factor test for JETI. The JETI incentive must be a compelling factor as part of the competitive site selection process to locate the project in Texas. The competing locations must be outside the state of Texas, and applicants must provide evidence of the alternate site locations. The offers from other states and countries can be kept confidential. However, a minimal amount of public-facing material is required. It's a very public-facing program, and we do require some postable information. Illustrative examples of accepted evidence are incentives from other states, detailed plans for projects in the alternate locations, or presentations to investors, or economic impact planning for the alternate sites. I do want to add here that any definitive statements from the company's executive leadership suggesting the project is locating in Texas prior to executing or signing the agreement will make the project ineligible. I'm just going to quickly talk about the application process for JETI. The JETI application is available on eSystems now. We no longer accept the form. You would select JETI under the web file login, and the process instructions again are available on our website in detail. We have a very nice guide with the pictures and everything to help you set all that up. We do want to remind everybody though, an email to the jeti.apps group address is also required when you submit an application. And when an application has been successfully accepted by our office, at that point, we will assign it a number and post it to our website. We review it for completeness, and corrections are required via email and the online system. Once deemed administratively complete, our office then has statutorily 60 days to issue a positive or negative recommendation to the governor's office. The recommendation process, when issuing our recommendation, our office coordinates with both the ISD and the governor's office to help them meet their statutorily mandated program deadlines. The ISD in particular has a very tight deadline to have a hearing on the project, so we work with them before we issue the recommendation. Our recommendation stipulates the minimum performance bond amount is 10% of our estimated gross tax benefit to the applicant. So I want to say here that the performance bond is a new element to JETI. It wasn't in 313, and we do not do anything but set that 10%. So if you have any performance bond questions, please see the governor's office. You're welcome to contact us, but we will just bounce you again to the governor's office. Recommendations are valid for 1 calendar year at the date of the letter that we make the recommendation. For the agreement process, after recommendation, the governor, the governing body of the school district, and the applicant must negotiate a formal agreement. The comptroller is not involved with the JETI agreement process. The performance bonds must be in place at the time of the agreement execution, and project reporting will be submitted through eSystems just like the application is. Reporting is currently in active development and not yet live. We are very, very, very close, so we expect it to be available by the end of this month. That was a very, very quick general overview. Please give us a call or email our group email address, or just contact me directly. We're happy to walk you through any issues, walk you through the application process, or do anything you can to help make the process a little bit easier. It can be complicated at times. All right. Thanks so much.